Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers have taken a unique approach this season that sets them apart from many of their National League rivals, particularly when it comes to the way they handle roster management and in-season adjustments. While some teams rushed headlong into the trade deadline frenzy, making bold acquisitions and chasing big names, the Dodgers opted for a steadier, more calculated path. Their philosophy has always been to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term sustainability, ensuring that every move made on the field or in the front office contributes not only to the current campaign, but also to the enduring strength of the franchise. Unlike other clubs who often gamble significant assets for short-term gains, Los Angeles has a track record of leveraging depth, scouting insight, and player development in a way that allows them to weather challenges without risking their foundational structure. This season, as injuries mounted and key contributors were sidelined, the Dodgers' leadership faced a critical juncture. Decisions made during this period were not just about shoring up the active roster. They were about preserving flexibility and maximizing future potential. When the trade deadline arrived, the team's front office made moves that were measured and deliberate rather than reactionary. Acquiring Alex Call and Brock Stewart was done at a minimal cost, a reflection of a strategy that values efficiency as much as it does talent. Beyond these immediate reinforcements, the organization succeeded in bringing in prospects like Adam Serwinowski, players whose upside could shape the team's trajectory for years to come. These acquisitions were not flashy, they did not dominate headlines, but they fit perfectly within the Dodgers' overarching plan. Add pieces that contribute without compromising the integrity of the organization's long-term vision. Manager Dave Roberts has often emphasized that a baseball team's health is one of its most vital assets. And in that sense, the Dodgers are approaching the return of injured players as if they had made blockbuster trades. Roberts sees the reintegration of Tanner Scott, Michael Kopech, Blake Snell, and Max Muncy as transformative, almost equivalent to adding high-profile deadline acquisitions. Each player brings unique strengths that can fill critical roles, whether it is shoring up the rotation, adding depth to the bullpen, or strengthening the lineup with proven hitters. The anticipation of these returns has influenced not only how Roberts manages the active roster, but also how the front office evaluates potential moves. Instead of chasing marquee names on the market, the Dodgers chose to bet on the players they already have, confident in their ability to return to full form and make an immediate impact. This approach requires patience, trust, and a deep understanding of each player's capabilities, qualities that have long been hallmarks of the Dodgers organization. Patience, in this context, is not passive. It is strategic and intentional. The decision to refrain from high-cost trades reflects a broader philosophy that prioritizes sustainable growth and the preservation of prospect capital. By waiting for key players to return from injury, the Dodgers not only maintain the opportunity to improve their roster organically, but also ensure that when acquisitions are made, they complement the existing core rather than disrupt it. Roberts highlighted that the team's bet was simple in concept yet complex in execution. Trust in the talent returning, manage the current roster effectively, and prepare to integrate returning players seamlessly into both the rotation and the lineup. The result is a team that appears quietly formidable, not necessarily because of headline-grabbing trades, but because of depth, versatility, and a roster increasingly approaching full health. Looking back at the previous season, the Dodgers employed a similar strategy under comparable circumstances. In 2024, a significant portion of the roster was sidelined due to injury at the trade deadline, including players like MOOKIE BETTS and Max Muncy, who were rehabbing from serious setbacks. Despite these challenges, the front office made calculated moves, acquiring players such as Tommy Edman, Jack Flaherty, and Michael Kopech. These additions were not the kind to dominate conversations across sports media. Instead, they were thoughtful, under-the-radar acquisitions designed to fill specific needs without mortgaging the future. Flaherty provided rotation stability without the team paying an exorbitant premium, Edman brought versatility and proven major league experience, and Kopech offered a high-upside arm despite recent struggles. The lessons learned from that approach have clearly influenced the 2025 strategy, reinforcing a philosophy that emphasizes preparation, patience, and precision over impulsive decisions. The Dodgers' meticulous attention to roster construction has paid dividends on the mound as well. In recent games, the pitching staff has demonstrated remarkable depth and dominance, a reflection of both strategic acquisitions and careful management of player workloads. A recent 9-inning contest against the Reds saw the Dodgers' pitching core combine for a franchise record 19 strikeouts, a testament to the team's ability to execute at an elite level when at full strength. Shohei Ohtani, stretched out to 5 innings in his longest start of the season, led the charge with 9 strikeouts, while Jack Dreyer, Justin Robleski, Edgardo Enriquez, and Blake Treinen contributed in critical moments, collectively overwhelming the opposing lineup. This kind of performance illustrates the tangible benefits of a fully healthy roster, demonstrating that the Dodgers' cautious approach to trades and reliance on returning players is more than just theoretical. It translates directly into dominant on-field results. The broader rotation, now 6 deep, represents a combination of established stars, high-upside young arms, and versatile contributors capable of both starting and relieving. The team's strikeout rate in August, at 25.7%, ranks second in Major League Baseball, highlighting both the talent and the effectiveness of the current roster. With Ohtani reaching 5 innings and starts, the depth of the rotation allows Roberts to manage workloads intelligently, preserving arms for critical late-season matchups while maintaining elite performance. When combined with the lineup improvements that come with returning players, the Dodgers are positioned to enter the final stretch of the season as a team that is not only talented on paper, but also firing on all cylinders in execution. The philosophy underpinning all of this extends beyond the statistics. It is a mindset rooted in resilience, preparation, and trust in player development. The Dodgers organization understands that baseball is a long season, one in which injuries, slumps, and unexpected challenges are inevitable. By building a roster capable of absorbing adversity while remaining competitive, Los Angeles has created a model that maximizes both short-term results and long-term sustainability. Each acquisition, each call-up from the minors, and each strategic decision during the trade deadline is informed by this dual focus. As the Dodgers continue to navigate the late stages of the season, the roster's shifting dynamics have added layers of intrigue to the team's trajectory. One example lies in the recent roster adjustments involving infielder Buddy Kennedy. Kennedy, a former 5th-round pick with sporadic big league experience over 4 seasons, elected free agency after being outright, creating another ripple in Los Angeles' infield depth chart. He had briefly joined the team to provide support while other players, including Max Muncy and Enrique Hernandez, recovered from injury. Though his tenure was short and his performance modest, Kennedy's presence underscored the Dodgers' philosophy of maximizing roster flexibility and preparing for contingencies without compromising long-term strategy. Players like Kennedy serve as reminders that depth is not just a luxury. It is a necessity in a sport where injuries and roster shuffles can change the competitive landscape overnight. Beyond roster moves, the Dodgers' on-field performance has increasingly reflected the benefits of patience and strategic planning. Recent games, particularly the matchup against the Cincinnati Reds, highlighted just how potent a fully healthy squad can be. In that contest, the Dodgers pitchers combined to strike out 19 batters in a 9-inning game, setting a new franchise record. Shohei Ohtani, who continues to impress with his rare combination of power and pitching skill, led the effort with 9 strikeouts in 5 innings, demonstrating both endurance and command. The bullpen carried the momentum forward, with Jack Dreyer, Justin Robleski, Edgardo Enriquez, and Blake Treinen all contributing crucial strikeouts and showcasing the depth of Los Angeles' pitching staff. This performance was not an isolated incident. It reflected the culmination of a season-long effort to keep arms healthy, manage workloads intelligently, and integrate returning players into the rotation seamlessly. Dave Roberts' managerial approach has been critical to this success. Balancing innings, monitoring recovery schedules, and coordinating between starters and relievers is a complex task, one that requires a deep understanding of each player's capabilities and limits. The Dodgers' ability to execute these plans effectively speaks volumes about the synergy between the front office, coaching staff, and athletes. With the rotation now 6 deep, Roberts can stretch pitchers like Ohtani confidently, allowing him to log extended innings while maintaining overall effectiveness. Meanwhile, the bullpen remains a formidable asset, capable of shutting down opposing lineups and preserving leads in high-leverage situations. The combined efforts of starters and relievers have contributed to a remarkable strikeout rate, ranking among the league's best for the month and demonstrating that strategic roster management yields measurable results on the field. The Dodgers' pitching dominance extends beyond single-game achievements. Over a recent 3-game series against the Reds, the staff collectively struck out 42 batters, a staggering rate that underscores both the talent on the roster and the effectiveness of rotation and bullpen management. High strikeout totals are often viewed as a hallmark of elite pitching, reflecting not just raw ability, but also execution, pitch selection, and a mental approach to each at-bat. For Los Angeles, these performances are further proof that their patient strategy, waiting for key players to return from injury, integrating them thoughtfully, and maintaining depth across the roster, is paying dividends. The team is not simply surviving adversity. It is thriving because of the careful balance of experience, youth, and returning talent. Offensively, the Dodgers are equally poised to benefit from returning players. The return of Max Muncy, Enrique Hernandez, and other key contributors strengthens the lineup, providing both power and versatility. These players bring experience, high on-base skills, and a proven ability to produce in clutch situations, all of which are critical as the team eyes the postseason. The integration of these athletes also creates more strategic options for Roberts, who can adjust the batting order, defensive alignments, and pinch-hitting scenarios with confidence. Depth in the lineup allows for calculated risk-taking and ensures that the Dodgers can sustain offensive production even when facing top-tier pitching from opponents. This versatility becomes particularly valuable in the late season when teams jockey for playoff positioning and every game carries heightened importance. The Dodgers' approach to roster construction is further illuminated when examining their handling of prospects and younger players. While high-profile trades often attract media attention, the quiet acquisitions and player development initiatives sometimes have a more lasting impact. Adam Serwinowski, for example, represents the type of prospect the Dodgers value. A player with upside who can contribute meaningfully once given an opportunity. By blending these emerging talents with returning veterans, Los Angeles ensures a dynamic roster capable of adapting to multiple scenarios. The balance of youth and experience fosters both competition within the squad and long-term sustainability, allowing the Dodgers to maintain competitiveness across seasons without excessive reliance on expensive, high-profile acquisitions. Looking ahead, the full reintegration of returning players promises to amplify the Dodgers' strengths even further. The combination of elite pitching, a deep and versatile lineup, and a culture of strategic patience creates a scenario in which the team can peak at precisely the right time. The calculated approach to the trade deadline, the judicious handling of prospects, and the deliberate management of injuries all converge to position Los Angeles for a strong postseason run. Each element reinforces the others, establishing a framework in which success is not left to chance, but is instead cultivated through deliberate, thoughtful planning. In essence, the Dodgers' 2025 season is a study in strategic foresight, patient roster management, and the value of depth. From minor transactions to record-setting strikeout performances, from the reintegration of key players to the careful balance of youth and experience, the team exemplifies a philosophy that prioritizes sustainable excellence. The story of Los Angeles this year is not just about wins and losses. It is about building a system in which each decision, each call-up, and each return from injury contributes to the larger objective of consistent, elite-level performance. As the season continues to unfold, it becomes increasingly clear that the Dodgers' methodical approach, grounded in patience, trust, and adaptability, positions them not merely as contenders, but as a blueprint for how modern baseball success can be achieved through intelligence, preparation, and careful execution. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts has reportedly exploded behind closed doors, allegedly shouting, "Don't play with me anymore," at star outfielder Mookie Betts, creating waves of speculation about the internal dynamics of Los Angeles' most prominent baseball team. Sources close to the organization describe a locker room thick with tension, with teammates whispering in hallways and staff members avoiding confrontation. The eruption is said to have occurred after a series of on-field miscommunications during crucial moments, sparking frustration from Roberts, who has been under pressure this season to maintain the team's dominance. The clash between the manager and Betts, a player known for his talent and strong personality, has fueled rumors that the Dodgers might face more than just a challenging schedule. Internal strife could become a headline-grabbing story as the season progresses. Observers speculate that Betts, who has been performing exceptionally well statistically, may feel constrained by managerial criticism, potentially affecting his performance and the cohesion of the team. The tension reportedly escalated to a point where several coaching staff members intervened in private discussions, attempting to mediate the conflict and prevent further public fallout. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting every recent game footage for signs of discord, noting subtle body language exchanges, delayed reactions in the dugout, and brief arguments during practices, all of which have contributed to an atmosphere of uncertainty. The Dodgers, once celebrated for their synergy and strategic brilliance, now appear caught in a storm of speculation, with insiders hinting at a turning point that could redefine the narrative surrounding the team's leadership and star players. Social media has amplified the situation, with every post, video, and fan reaction scrutinized for hidden clues, intensifying the sense that something significant is unfolding behind the professional veneer. Whether this incident signals a temporary clash or a deeper, more enduring rift remains the subject of intense debate among experts and enthusiasts alike, all eager to decode the subtleties of this emerging drama. Sources familiar with the locker room atmosphere suggest that the confrontation between Roberts and Betts may have been brewing for some time, fueled by differing approaches to strategy, in-game decision-making, and personal expectations. While Roberts is reputed for his disciplined, structured style, Betts is known for his instinctive, high-energy play, and sources hint at clashes over batting orders, defensive positioning, and communication during high-stakes moments. Staff members reportedly noticed a change in tone in team meetings, with Roberts appearing increasingly irritable and Betts displaying signs of frustration, which fueled speculation about whether this tension could affect team morale and overall performance. The situation has drawn attention from national sports commentators, who are eager to analyze the implications for upcoming games, playoff prospects, and potential trade scenarios. Rumors have even suggested that the disagreement might influence contract discussions or future roster decisions, although official statements from the Dodgers remain carefully neutral, emphasizing team unity and mutual respect. Observers have noted that even subtle moments, such as Betts' delayed response to Roberts' instructions or Roberts' curt remarks during practice, are now interpreted as evidence of a deeper conflict. Fans have reacted with a mixture of concern and curiosity, with some defending Betts as a cornerstone of the franchise and others emphasizing the importance of respecting managerial authority. The media frenzy surrounding the story has created a feedback loop, with rumors intensifying, speculation spreading rapidly, and insiders scrambling to provide context. Analysts point out that such conflicts are not unusual in professional sports, but note that the high-profile nature of both Roberts and Betts amplifies every interaction, transforming minor disagreements into headline-worthy narratives. Meanwhile, social media users dissect past interviews and game footage, searching for subtle hints of tension that may corroborate or contradict circulating reports. Observers speculate that Betts' outsized influence, both on and off the field, may occasionally clash with Roberts' vision, creating moments of friction that are now being magnified by the intensity of media scrutiny. The reported argument, which allegedly included Roberts' dramatic exclamation, has been interpreted by some insiders as a culmination of ongoing disagreements rather than an isolated incident. Analysts argue that such conflicts can have ripple effects throughout the roster, influencing not just individual performance, but also team chemistry, communication patterns, and decision-making under pressure. Staff members have reportedly held emergency meetings to discuss potential fallout, emphasizing the importance of containing the conflict while addressing underlying causes. As the rumor mill churns, the Dodgers' internal climate has become a topic of fascination, with every subtle sign interpreted as confirmation of friction, fueling speculation and deepening intrigue among fans, analysts, and commentators alike, all of whom are watching to see whether this tension will dissipate or escalate into a defining chapter of the franchise's narrative. Unconfirmed reports indicate that the fallout from the Roberts-Betts confrontation may influence not only team dynamics, but also public perception, marketing strategies, and fan engagement. Observers note that a high-profile clash between a manager and a star player can impact merchandise sales, ticket demand, and overall brand reputation, creating additional pressure on both the team and the individuals involved. Analysts speculate that internal discord could seep into on-field performance, affecting split-second decisions, communication during critical plays, and overall cohesion. Internal reports hint at ongoing discussions among coaching staff, management, and players aimed at de-escalating tension, fostering communication, and maintaining focus on the team's objectives. The rumor mill speculates on everything from private reconciliations to changes in strategic planning, with each possibility dissected for its potential effects on the Dodgers' performance. Fans remain deeply engaged, monitoring subtle interactions, social media hints, and media reports for confirmation or contradiction of circulating stories, contributing to a heightened sense of anticipation and scrutiny. The evolving narrative underscores the delicate balance between star talent, managerial authority, and team cohesion, highlighting how easily personal dynamics can become public spectacle in high-profile sports franchises. As the Dodgers continue their season, the Roberts-Betts episode serves as both a source of intrigue and a potential test of leadership, resilience, and professionalism, with every move analyzed for its significance in the unfolding drama that has captured the attention of the baseball world and beyond. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.